twiddling the thumbs, trying to type as fast as we can. Messages, Facebook, Twitter, on the computer, on your phone, on the go. Seems like no matter where you look or what time of the day, you can't get away from updating statuses or being in the know as it happens. And with social networking, we've seen something else, the change of language.
I mean, it wasn't that long ago that texting was beyond our wildest imagination. So as new technologies come online, we need to find ways to adapt the language to allow us to communicate effectively.
Okay, so I'll admit when I'm on Twitter or I'm on my Facebook, I'll use acronyms because let's face it, you only have a limited amount of space, like what, 140 letters. So I'll use the OMGs and the LOLs. But as soon as I'm off that and I'm talking to you face to face, it's going to be a good old conversation with real whole words.
It's the most annoying thing. Who says lol or OMG?
Sarah Palin said WTF in an address to the American people. So I think that just kind of shows a bit of a disconnect.
Because they get used quite often, we tend to stop noticing them after a while. But when new ones come in, because they're new, they're really salient, we really notice them. Initially, we don't like them because it's something new. We don't like language change in general.
Alexandra D'Arcy is a professor of linguistics at the University of Victoria. She says while some don't like the changes in language, it's a fact we just deal with. We don't speak the way we did 50 years ago.
Is looking at you, kid.
Or even 15 years ago.
No way!
I think 50 years ago they probably had some pretty weird slang that we've never heard of. That right now, if it was said, we'd be kind of taken back.
We never like what kids are doing. They're always doing something wrong. And the reason is because kids really are on the forefront of change. They're the ones who are pushing the forms forward. And so we're always having that knee-jerk reaction to them, and we're convinced that they're destroying the language.
But with texting and social media, no matter how annoying it may sound, the language does spill over into face-to-face, everyday conversation.
Try not to sometimes though, you know, it'll slip the tongue. A little bit of lol here. OMG, did you just see what he did?
We know that we don't speak the same in more formal contexts. We know that we change our language when we're speaking to our friends or our family.
And don't be surprised if you find LOL or LMAO in Webster's dictionary.
And it needs to be, because those of us who don't understand what it means, I mean, there are many acronyms I simply don't understand.
While we learn the new languages and new acronyms for social media sites like Twitter and Facebook, I wonder what the next 10 years will bring. In Victoria, I'm Sucheta Singh for The Daily.
Producing over 9,000 hours of local programming every year. This is Shaw TV, your local voice.